this guy's garage. Like and subscribe.
I gave notice of motion at the last committee meeting, which all members of this committee do have, regarding the police resources that are being directed to food banks across the country that are dealing with the impact of, in some cases in Surrey, BC, recently we had so I am moving this motion. The motion has been moved. And, in Surrey, police were brought in to redirect traffic because of the huge amount of Canadians that were seeking food. We have food banks in Montreal where police have been directed off the very important work that they're doing on our streets to protect Canadians to provide crowd control at these food banks. The cost of food is going up in Canada, and we know that on April 1st, there will be a 23% increase in the carbon tax in this country. And that's not just in the provinces where the federal backstop is in place. Every province, even with their own carbon tax regime, has to increase this price to meet the federal requirements. And at a time like this, when inflation is roaring, when food prices are escalating, in some cases over 10%, in some categories, Canadians can no longer afford food, and we can no longer afford to see our police officers that are overstretched across jurisdictions, not just the RCMP, having to go to food banks to provide crowd control to protect Canadians and protect food banks because of these rising costs of food. And so with that, I'll move my motion, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Ms. O'Connell, please.
Thank you, Chair. I move to adjourn debate.
So moved.
And I'll ask for a recorded vote.
Recorded vote.
Ms. O'Connell.
Yes.
Mr. Biddle.
Yes.
Mr. McKinnon.
Yes.
Mr. Gay.
Yes.
Monsieur Lightbound.
Oui.
Mr. Shipley.
No.
Mr. Lloyd.
No.
Mr. Mutz.
No.
Mr. Kirk.
No.
Madame Michaud.
Oui.
Monsieur Julien.
Oui.
Yeas pour 7, nays contre 4. 4.